What's up, guys? I'm Chris. Welcome to VHB Engines. So I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about HMO's warranty and why your JDM engine is costing you even more than you think it is. So the other day I was poking around, and when I was poking around doing research for the HMO short blocks, I decided to do some other digging around. And I wanted to look at their warranty and see their stipulation for it. And this is the warranty. Startup warranty is only valid on used JDM and USDM motors and is unconditional when changing the following engine components: spark plugs, spark plug wires, rotor, timing belt, water pump, and tension pulley. All of the previously mentioned have to be changed on JDM and USDM motors to become I'm pretty sure it's a typo. Eligible. It says legible. Eligible for the 100% startup warranty. Okay. So, for your warranty to even kick in and become valid, you cannot use the engine as it shows up on your doorstep or as you pick it up. As per HMO. I don't know about all the other shops and how their warranty works, but I would not be surprised if this is something that they've all adopted. So, you're looking at like adding $200, maybe even $300 to your purchase here, depending on how what way you go about buying the shit that they tell you have to replace to get the warranty. All right, and this goes back to my original topic a long time ago about how long it takes you for you to get the engine up and running. 30 days, all that shit. Oh, okay. So to be fair, they do say startup warranty, so I'm assuming that's 30 days from the time you start it up. I'm assuming. I haven't called these people or whatever. Not gonna, but we'll just assume that. But so that's I guess that's really fair. Oh, wrong. Small print. The startup warranty is only valid if the engine is installed within 30 days of delivery. So you have to install. You have to get it in within 30 days, and then you have that warranty there if you've changed all of those things mentioned above. That's a decent amount of shit to change. Let's say you're extra and you want to get aftermarket, like good brand aftermarket. You could be looking at, could be looking at several $100s on top of your purchase here to get this thing running for your warranty to cover. And let's say even if you take it down a notch and go OEM, they're still expensive. The only way you can save money here and not spend more than $200, I think, is if you go really cheap. And even if you go really cheap, I don't think you're going to be able to spend less than $200 on this. But anyway. The whole point of that, the point to talk about this is just the fact that how much money you're adding to whatever the fuck purchase price you're already paying for the engine itself. All right. Now maybe you could argue, well, I'll make a little bit of money back by selling this stuff and take off of it. Doubtful, because it's all stock shit. But anyway, I guess it's fair. It's definitely fair. It's definitely fair for them to do this, because the engine itself, the head and block, can be completely sound, and the accessories on the engine are fucked, which it could cause all kinds of failure. Spark plugs and spark plug wires, you're not getting sparks, so misfire or whatnot. Your rotor also falls into that for the distributor cap or the distributor. Your timing belt, if this timing belt snaps, bend valves or destroy your fucking shit, and the water pump, and of course the tensioner pulley kind of falls into that shit with the timing belt. And the water pump, you could install your fucking engine and it overheats. And like, well, what the hell? I'm getting an engine that's overheating, and it could be a bad water pump. And I'm pretty sure that all those engines come with timing covers, so it's not like you'd be able to see it unless it's a catastrophic leak. So yeah, it's definitely fair for HMO to cover themselves on that. I actually have a story of my own. 2 stories, and it's kind of shitty. When I was doing my single cam rebuilds, there was a couple single cams I sold as complete long blocks, like ready to drop in, timing set and everything. One of the first times I did that, I think not long after the install, the guy was hitting me up talking about the oil pump light was on. I was like, well, shit, the oil pressure light was on. Like, well, damn, that definitely needs to be taken care of, or that brand new engine will blow up. And turns out the used oil pump that I had on that motherfucker, it failed. So me feeling bad the way I was and all that shit, you know, I was like, I worked out a deal with him. I think I got like a VTEC head out of it, and I just took that as a trade for labor, and I swapped out the oil pump. And, you know, because like I've done it myself too. Like the warranty for me to do the warranty thing, I'm like, look, you know, I can't cover that as a warranty because that's not, the engine's not failing, as the oil pump, and I let you know that it was a used oil pump on it when I sold it to you. And that happened again one more time, you know, for another friend, where I built a brand new engine and went out, and oil pump light came on. I was like, I'm sorry, I can't cover that as part of the warranty. The oil pump was used, you know. So now it's getting me to the point now where I really don't think that I'm going to be, you know, setting timing and all that bullshit. You know, I'm going to sell the long blocks without the accessories. Or if I do sell them with the accessories, they're all going to be brand new, and the engine's going to be that much more expensive. Because I don't want my engines to fuck up. But at the same time, too, I don't want to, you know, fucking go back and do free labor. I don't like working on cars. I like working on engines on the engine stand. I don't like to get up under cars and do that shit anymore unless it's my own. I just don't. It doesn't pay the time. It doesn't pay the time. The time does not pay equally. You know, I gotta fucking be making a fuck ton of money to want to get up under somebody's car and do that shit. And it's just, for me, I could build an engine in the time it takes me to fucking do some of these jobs. So I'm like, nah. The engine's less stressful. You know, it's time consuming but less stressful. And I'm standing up or sitting down and not really getting filthy. So I definitely can say I'm a supporter of what they're saying here in their fucking their startup thing. They even cover, like, I think it's kind of strange that they don't cover the oil pump in this, and they cover all this other shit. Because I mean, the timing belt and water pump, I definitely understand, and the water pump especially, because if bad at water pump, you can start overheating the engine, and that's not fucking good. Of course, obviously everybody knows that. But the oil pump given out could definitely be the first thing that can lead you to throwing a fucking rod out the block or catching a knock. So I'm really, really surprised they don't cover the oil pump in here. But maybe they don't cover the oil pump in here because, you know, 30 to 50,000 miles or 40 to 50,000 miles, and your oil pump shouldn't fail that soon. It definitely shouldn't fail under 100,000 miles. At least that's how I feel about that. Your oil pump shouldn't be failing under 100,000 miles. Yeah, so I guess that's it, you know, and it's definitely something I have to touch on when I get back home. You know, I have to decide 2 packages to sell engines, one stripped of accessories, which is just mainly just rotating assembly at one price, and one with all the accessories on here brand new. I guess if I do that, man, it's going to be a while because people do not like to pay premium prices. The reason why I'm giving away as many engines as I am, besides the fact that some of these guys are definitely friends, is just the fact that I'm still fighting an uphill battle. Yes, YouTube has, you know, gained a little bit of notoriety going back down there. I do feel when I get back to Miami, people are going to recognize me a lot sooner. I think once I jump back into Facebook groups, people are going to remember me. And it'll be a little easier to start back up work. But it's still going to be an uphill battle with trying to get people to pay the price. My biggest complaint when I was selling engines before is nobody wanted to come to me for fucking labor, for rebuild. Everybody wanted to buy an engine I already had built because that, you know, substantially saves you a lot of fucking money. But I don't know. I don't really know exactly how I'm going to be going back into it when I get down there. I'm definitely not going to be focused on making money straight up right away. What I'm going to be focused on is building my inventory and stockpile. I think I'm going to be spending a lot of time breaking engines down, cleaning parts, and having individual parts for sale, and then start doing a rebuild like maybe once a week or twice a month. And depending on how sales go will depend on how I go from there. If you guys are interested in buying from me, because I know that I still get hit up a lot, you just realize that I'm not in business of selling anything right now. I don't have a good enough inventory for that kind of shit, and we'll see how things go once I have parts available again. But just know too, man, you guys are sleeping. I wasn't playing about the $150 engine rebuild cost. If you guys send me some shit, and I cannot believe that nobody has done this yet, I will do your rebuild for $150. And not only will I do your rebuild for $150 fucking dollars, but you do not have to pay me all at once. You just have to get the shit to me, get me the parts. I will start your build, and you can pay me as time goes. There's no reason why anybody can't cover $150 a little bit at a time. And you're only looking at maybe $150 at shipping. And Anyway, just throwing that back out there again. That's it. I just want to talk about that real quick, and cover that. And remember that whole $150 thing definitely only lasts until I'm back in Miami, because I do think I'm going to be buried in work when I get back home, and I won't be having the time to do a lot of those really cheap builds. Got a lot of plans. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and peace.